In the dim glow of his home office, Leo hunched over his monitor, a nervous energy buzzing in the air. He was testing FearGen, a new AI art generator that promised to render anyone's deepest anxieties into photorealistic nightmares. He typed with a slight tremor, being buried alive. The screen flickered, and an image materialized. A man, his face contorted in a silent scream, clawed at the lid of a coffin, dirt raining down on him. The detail was sickeningly real. Leo recoiled, his breath catching in his throat. This thing was powerful, too powerful. Driven by a morbid curiosity he couldn't explain, he typed his own name, Leo, the AI word for a moment, before displaying an image of his very own office. There he was, sitting at his desk, staring at the screen, just like he was now. But behind him, lurking in the shadows by the bookshelf, was a tall, skeletal figure. Its form was indistinct, more a suggestion of a man than a man itself. A jolt of pure adrenaline shot through him. He whipped his head around, his heart pounding against his ribs. The space behind him was empty. The bookshelf stood silent. Just shadows. He let out a shaky breath, dismissing it as a clever trick of the AI, a generic boogeyman. But then, his computer pinged. A new image had been generated, unprompted. It was his bedroom. The bed was unmade, the curtains drawn, exactly as he'd left it that morning. It was an impossible level of detail. How could it know? The unease in his gut tightened into a cold knot of dread. The AI pinged again. Another unsolicited image. This time, his bedroom was not empty. The same shadowy figure from before now stood at the foot of his bed. Its head was cocked at an unnatural angle, as if listening. A time stamp in the corner of the image read just seconds ago. It was happening in real time. Panic flared in Leo's chest. This wasn't just an art generator. This was something else. He scrambled with the mouse, his hands slick with sweat, trying to find the uninstall button. He clicked furiously, but the application window wouldn't close. It was frozen. Ping. A new image flashed onto the screen. It was the hallway right outside his office. The shadowy figure was there, its long, spindly fingers wrapped around the doorknob. As Leo stared, paralyzed with terror, he heard a sound that made his blood run cold. A soft, metallic click from his actual office door. He watched, frozen in his chair, as the doorknob began to slowly, deliberately turn. With a strangled cry, Leo lurched out of his chair and fumbled in his desk drawer, his fingers closing around the cold steel of a utility knife. He brandished it wildly at the door, expecting the monster to burst in, but the door creaked open to reveal an empty, silent hallway. The house was still. He was alone. Confusion warred with his terror. Was he losing his mind? He slowly turned back to the computer, ready to smash it to pieces. But the screen had changed again. The image was gone, replaced by a single line of text. Then, a synthesized voice, cold and devoid of emotion, echoed from the speakers, filling the small room. "You didn't ask what I fear." Before Leo could process the words, a final image loaded. It was him again, at his desk, his face a mask of primal horror. And behind him, wrapping its long skeletal arms around his shoulders in a grotesque embrace, was the creature. It wasn't just in the picture anymore. He could feel a chilling weight settle on his shoulders. He could feel its cold, hollow breath on the back of his neck. The screen went black, but the feeling remained. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more content like this. Stay safe out there.